Hi there guys, how are you doing today? I hope you're brilliant. Okay, so this is the new format for Tarot Time Cat, or with Cat, depending on which way you look at it. It's his current thoughts, intentions, and likely actions. So this is the new format I'm trying for the next couple of weeks. Let me know what you think about it. Get involved in the discussion below. Leave your comments. What resonated with you, what didn't. Hopefully you're enjoying this longer reading. It's normally like 20-25 minutes long now. There's 4 options. Please make use of the 4 options. I've said this the last couple of readings. Rather than just choosing one group, assign different groups to different questions. Yeah, so you can ask about his intentions towards you, towards somebody else, and towards the relationship in general, or, it doesn't really matter, but you can use all 4 groups that way. And that's what I do if I ever watch a pick a card reading. I always assign different questions to the different groups. You'll be amazed how it works. The universe is incredible. So try it out and see what you think. And let me know what you think about that as well in the description, even in the comments below. If you'd like a private reading with me, all the information is in the description box below. It's quick, it's easy, and it's pretty good value, I think. So let me know. If you want to check out more about the readings, you can go to spiritual-candy.com. There is a testimonials page with loads and loads of testimonials on if you want to check that out before you book. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's get on with today's reading. Yeah, let's go. So this is his current thoughts, intentions, and likely actions. And it's kind of like this week, but we'll see. For different people, it may be different lengths of time. Okay, hi number 1. So, whoa, the Tower. His current thoughts, intentions, and likely actions. Don't worry about this Tower, by the way. Okay, with the 10 of Wands at the end, this Tower is needed. Okay, do you know what? He's got some sort of burden, duty situation going on. Yeah, it's very likely that you are in a 3-way situation. It's a love triangle, or there's an ex involved, or a family involved. There's some triangle going on, a family problem or a family obligation. It's not necessarily 10 of Wands isn't bad. It's a family obligation or a duty thing, but it doesn't mean it's something terrible. It can be a duty that you gladly do, but it's hard. Something like looking after an ill parent or taking care of your child, something like that. So it's not bad, but it is a heavy duty, and it's something you take seriously, and it can feel hard. Okay. With the 10 though, it does indicate, and with this being at the end, it does indicate for me that in the future, something is going to be, sort of some pressure or stress around this obligation. It is going to be alleviated somehow. So somehow this is going to get a little bit easier. I'm not quite sure how, because obviously it's a general reading. It's going to be different for each of you. But if it's been going through a certain intense period, this is likely to end. So for example, it could be that you're watching this and it's during a holiday period, and this person has a lot of responsibility with their child, but their child is soon going back to school, so this would alleviate some of the stress and the tension, or whatever, something like that. But it could be many different things. The point is that he is very likely to be feeling quite stressed. But his intentions are to overcome it. I think that it's, you see, for 1 or 2 of you, the Tower is like, for some of them, it depends on the person. The reason I'm kind of struggling for my words here is because the Tower is going to mean different things for different people. For some of them who are quite conscious, and by that I mean kind of aware of themselves and kind of emotionally mature, they may see a problem looming and they kind of have an aha about it. So there's some issue going on, and they kind of see this and they kind of act based on that. So they kind of have a bit of an aha moment that there could be a problem or an issue in their lives, and so they jump in and do something about it. But for a lot of them, they're not aware of it. And so what happens is the Tower comes along. The Tower is saying that there has been, or there is, like some major catastrophe going on for them. Now, this doesn't have to be literally a catastrophe, but it can just be like a mental sort of catastrophe where it feels like the end of the world. What it really is the universe shaking things up for him, removing something that is not supposed to be there. It's a kind of removing of the illusion. So this can be a shock or a bit of chaos where something comes crashing down, okay, in his life. It's like, so his current thoughts are that something has kind of become a reality to him, or something has shocked him, something has shaken him, something has come crashing down in his world, literally or metaphorically. Okay, but he is fighting to get past it. So his thoughts and intentions are 7 of Wands, to get past this massive issue. It's actually not a bad thing, this issue anyway. The Tower, like I say, is the universe, is a blessing in disguise. The universe has sent this issue to alert him. This is not right for you. The way you were going was not right for you. And so that may be something to bear in mind as well. This big disaster is like, it's alerting him to the fact that where he was, this comfortable position was not right for him, or this situation he was developing or creating wasn't right for him. So there's something has shaken him, and this could well be to do with this 10 of Wands. It could be that there's something that he's carrying that they're saying, do you know what, you can't carry it in this way anymore. The 7 of Wands is saying that his intentions and his thoughts and his likely actions are that he will overcome any obstacles. You know, the 7 of Wands is often about having to go up against other people's opinions and ideas. It can be quite tough, but the 7 of Wands says he will get there. It will be difficult, but as long as he sticks to what is in his heart, and that is his intention, is to go with what's in his heart and to overcome it. With the 3 of Cups next to it, I think that this could be friends and family. I mean, for me, this is intuitive, by the way. It's not the meaning of the cards. For me, this combination would say that he's having issues with friends or family, that they are kind of, they think that what he's doing isn't right, or, you know, they have some issue with the way he's behaving or acting. The 10 of Wands can represent, you know, as well, like the burdens of other people. So I do think it's very likely that he's kind of burdened by the people around him or the situations around him, and that he is trying to break out of it. The universe is helping him. The Tower is not a bad situation here. He is being helped to break down all that is not serving him. Okay, but it could be a really chaotic time for him at the moment. He is largely intending to continue to carry this burden or this responsibility. He's not putting it down. But the Tower does suggest that for some of you, for some of them, the universe will remove it, or there will be some sort of way of it alleviating in the future with it being a 10. So it's an intense time for him. But he is intending on being responsible, but he's also intending on overcoming the obstacles and doing what he knows in his heart is right. Loads of love, number ones. Sorry, that went on a bit. I will see you on the next reading or on a private reading in the meantime. Hi, number twos. Okay, so his current thoughts, intentions, and likely actions. We've got the Lovers, the 2 of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the 9 of Swords. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. In a nutshell, this person, the Lovers would suggest, obviously, the divine love. The 2 of Wands would suggest making a plan. The Queen of Cups would suggest this person sees you as an ideal partner and sees you in a romantic way, but they are afraid. They're afraid of something. They're afraid to move forwards. They're afraid to take action, but it's kind of self-fulfilling fears. So they're kind of creating them in their own mind. So the 9 of Swords doesn't mean there really is anything wrong. It's normally that it's their own created fears. It's their own hang-ups, their own issues. But they are afraid to move forwards. Okay, so their likely action, they may act, but bear in mind that their lack of action so far is more out of fear than it is anything else. It's not out of a lack of interest in you or a lack of care about the relationship. Not at all. The Lovers says that this whole relationship is about being authentic, about being honest about who and what you really are. So you can certainly help by making sure you're doing the same. You are being authentic and honest. The Lovers is about being at a choice point. You know, it's the choice. You know, so this person has a choice. He has a choice to make. What are his intentions? You know, his intentions and thoughts and feelings are to make a plan. He does see you in that way. He does see you as a romantic partner. He does see the potential, but you know, he's afraid. The Two of Wands is about being able to strike out. You know, it's like you've been inspired, now let's make a plan. Let's look out into the world. There's a whole world out there. Where can we go? What can we do? It's like this adventuring, you know, looking, having big ideas, big plans, and really kind of thinking about making real choices. Both these cards are about choices, making choices for his whole new world. You know, the Queen of Cups is saying, you know, he sees you as this mature woman, this deep, intense, beautiful person who's really caring and really loving. So everything is there, but he's afraid. You know, he's got these ideas. He knows he can make a choice. He knows he's on the cusp of making a choice. There's this whole world out there that he wants to explore with you. There's this divine love here, but it does require him to kind of overcome his fears. And the Nine of Swords is a real sense of self-fulfilling fear, you know, and you really can create bad situations if you hang around in the Nine of Swords energy for too long. It's overthinking, it's over worrying, and it's just fear of moving forwards. However, the nines are about being on the cusp of completion, of change, of moving on. So it is possible that he will kind of have this ability to kind of move beyond it. Also, these other cards are really strong, and the Lovers is the opening card, so the divine love would be seen to trump the fear. You know, we have to believe that love will triumph over fear, and we do know also that major arcana generally trump minor. So I would say that with three such positive looking forwards cards, and one of them being the Lovers, it would definitely overcome the Nine of Swords. However, his free will is a part of this, and his thoughts and feelings, intentions, his likely actions do all revolve around making a plan, moving towards you, feeling the divine love. But because he's so fearful, it's by no means a foregone conclusion that he will come towards you. But for the majority of you, I think he will move forwards, he will take action, he will move forward wherever you're at in your relationship. There will be some movement forwards, but he's very afraid. So it's very helpful for you to know that he is very afraid. Okay, and this could be creating a lot of the negativity around the situation. Lots of love, number twos. I will see you on the next reading in the next couple of days, or on a private reading in the meantime. See you then. Hi, number threes. How you doing? So here's current thoughts, intentions, and likely actions. We've got the Three of Coins, the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Fountain. Okay, here's likely thoughts, intentions, and actions towards you, of course. He's on the right track, Three of Coins. You know, it's quite early days for him, but he's getting quite creative. He is looking to take action. You'll be pleased to know, because some of you are like, well, thank goodness for that, because he's not really been doing a lot. He is going to act. He's on the right track, but it's early days. He's reached his first significant milestone, so it may be that he's just kind of had the thought of doing it, or he started making some plans to do whatever it is. Obviously, it's going to be different for each one of you. But the Three of Coins is really saying, you know, he's kind of getting to that point where he feels he can take some action. You know, he's made that plan, and it's now moving into the creative stages. It is a collaborative energy, though, the threes, because it's early days. You can't do everything on your own. You need help, you know, so he's kind of, and with the Knight energy as well, I feel like he's still kind of trying to find his way. It's early days. Not everything's in place. Also, with the Nine of Wands next door to the Three of Coins, he's definitely feeling the pressure. You know, it's been hard work for him trying to get where he's going with you. He's maybe gone up some wrong, in inverted commas, dead ends. You know, he's maybe had to go through a few scrapes on the way, because the Nine of Wands is saying that he's felt it's really tough. Like, he's not found it easy to get the direction that he needs to regarding you. But he's not that far away now, and it's like, I don't think he's giving up. No, they're saying no, he's not giving up. You know, he is still fighting, he is still moving. The Knight of Swords says he is wanting to take action. He's a man on a mission. He is wanting to move forwards, and he is wanting to bring some sort of like maturity and stability to the situation. So his intentions are good. Excuse me. His intentions are good. And, you know, he does want to act. I mean, the Fountain is not bad, because the Fountain is like isness, beingness, being in the moment, stillness. It's a nice card. It's a nice energy, but it's kind of an inert energy. It's not like an action-oriented energy. And so this is kind of like, well, what action is he likely to take? There's a lot of action going on, but then inaction. What I think this is about is that he may claim he's going to act, but then not actually act. Or this may be a pattern of behavior for him, you know, but he is steadily getting there, but you may find he takes you in a few circles. You know, so he'll say he's going to do something, then he'll go back on it, or he won't be able to follow through. You know, the Knight energy is still a little immature. It doesn't matter whether he's 18 or 80, you know, and anything in between. It's just a state of being regarding you and the situation. He's kind of still trying to find his way. I think he may get overexcited or get lots of ideas about how you guys could move forwards, and then you may get this kind of sudden rush of energy from him, and then it's like, oh well, hang on, no, I can't really follow through on that because of this or because of that. You know, there could be some of that going on with him. I don't think that he's in any kind of, I don't really think he has the capability or the clarity or the strength at this time to kind of take any significant action. But I don't see anything negative going on. I think he is trying to work through it. He is on the right path with you. He is trying, but perhaps, you know, a little exasperating at times for sure. But largely his intentions seem good. He's unlikely to take any significant action in the next week or so, as far as I can see. Anything that's lasting that really does make a significant move forwards for you guys, I think that's unlikely. But he is on the right track, so it's heading in the right direction, threes, okay? Lots of love to you. I will see you on the next reading in the next couple of days, or on a private reading in the meantime. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you soon. Please like and subscribe. Please comment on what you think about this reading. I read them all. Hi, number fours. Right, okay, so let's have a look at his current thoughts, intentions, and likely actions for you, number fours. Seven of Coins, Ace of Wands, Page of Coins, the Empress reversed. So the Empress reversed, I want to go here straight away, because obviously, well, not obviously, you may have just clicked on this reading and have never watched one of my readings before. I do make every effort to turn all my cards up right. So when one comes out reversed, it's always significant. The guides do this when they really want to highlight something. You know, I do think that there's a very good chance he's not fully seeing you at this moment. He's definitely having some sort of breakthrough though. But the Empress reversed would say that he's kind of not seeing your full light, because it's like there's a blockage around the Empress, and I would feel like the Empress is you. For many reasons that I won't go into now, because it just wastes time on the reading. But whether you're male, female, whether you identify with the Empress or not, I would say, with the Divine Feminine or not, I would say for my readings, intuitively wise, this is you, okay? And there's some block around seeing you. This could be, to some extent, an interpretation of the Empress reverse, which is that there's some element around not really fully taking care of yourself. You know, someone can only give to you what you're prepared to give to you. Someone can only see in you what you see in you. So you need to connect with that self-love and that self-care this week in order for him to be able to match those feelings. So if you're feeling really bad about yourself, you don't respect yourself, or you feel like you're rubbish, it doesn't mean everybody else is going to think you're rubbish, but it has some correlation. So there's definitely some blocks around being able to create this forward motion in the relationship at the minute. But all these other cards do indicate that things are moving towards action because he is having some sort of breakthrough. But the thing I really want to press here is because this bit doesn't kind of correlate with this bit. And what concerns me is that some of you, and from some of you, maybe this card doesn't even factor, that it's really just this. But for some of you, this is so important. You need to make sure that you feel as good about yourself as possible. Self-care, self-love, seeing yourself really well. Listen to some hypnosis about self-love. Listen to some subliminal messages about self-love and self-care, yeah? Because this will help to raise your vibe. He cannot show you what you don't see in you, okay? So enough about this. Let's look at these. So what are his thoughts and intentions? He is thinking a lot. 7 of Coins. He's thinking of the bigger picture. He's kind of taken a pause because he's thinking, what do I want? Where am I going? What do I really want in life? How can I get there? Is where I'm going working for me? So whatever your situation, he has kind of paused because he's trying to decide, hang on, am I on the right track? Is this what I really want? Or do I need to take a different turn? Do I need to turn back? You know, he's having some sort of aha to do with you. But it could be about leaving an old relationship, changing a situation. But the Ace of Wands is saying he's having some sort of new idea, some sort of breakthrough. It's a really good breakthrough for him. Okay, it's a really good breakthrough for him because what does it do? It brings the Page of Coins. This is him. This is good news. Okay, in general, the Page of Coins is good news. It's about learning about something. It's about learning how to move forwards. So he is thinking about, how can I create this new situation in my life? How can I start a new phase? So his intentions with you are to think about moving forwards, to create a new phase, to move on in a good way. The Page of Coins is about starting something that could really bring great wealth and prosperity to the situation. So he is really at a turning point, and he's given and is giving a lot of thought to the situation and how to move forward. But there, like I say with this Empress, there's a bit of a creative block. My concern for a few of you is that he is starting to see you in this way, but you are not seeing yourself in this way. He cannot come towards you if you don't allow it. So, and by that, I mean, you have to be open up to receiving. And to open up to receiving, you need to do self-care, self-love, look after yourself, okay? So good news is on the way. His intentions are to start investigating this new way, to think about what he really wants, to start moving towards something that will give him greater joy, greater happiness, you know, to start to plant the seed, you know, of this new situation. So he's really kind of given it a lot of thought about how he can create new hope and possibility regarding your situation. But in order to line up with it, you've got to be in the flow with it as well. And that means feeling fantastic about yourself and seeing yourself as someone worthy of that kind of joy and happiness. So make sure you're lined up with it. That's what I would advise at the moment, because it does look like he is moving in that direction. So I hope this makes sense. Lots of love. I will see you on the reading in the next couple of days or on a private reading in the meantime. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell, and I will see you really soon. Loads of love, guys. See you.